Brothers and sisters, welcome to Spotify and YouTube. Now, there's a reason why I look like I'm in an empty room, and that's because I am. And there's a reason why this looks like I am not ready for this video, and that's because you're right, I'm absolutely not. The room sounds like it's echoing, the lighting isn't great, this microphone isn't one I choose, the camera isn't one I choose. I'm sat here, just drank my protein shake, I'm still in my gym stuff, but there's a reason for it, and that's because it's the year of the fire horse, and this is imperfect action. Now, if you see my post this morning on social media, I'm speaking about the year it is, how powerful it can be energetically. So I was sat here and I was thinking to myself, what was meant to be my first video is all polished, is going to be edited by my team, is going to be all perfect. But I was sat here and I was thinking, who am I to preach it if I can't live my word? And that's something, integrity is the biggest thing I value as a man, as a coach. So if I'm sat here looking imperfect, that is because this is what's called imperfect action. Now, my first ever coach, Benjamin Owen, is massive on this, how perfect imperfect action is. Now, perfectionism and not wanting to be imperfect is actually a wound and a personality trait and part of procrastination. But that is for a coaching podcast and a YouTube video, and that is not what this video is about. This video is about stepping into the year of the fire horse, and that today is the 17th of February, correct? And we've just left behind the year of the snake. So I'm going to speak how powerful this is on an energetic level, holistic level, spiritual level, however you want to word it. And I'm going to speak about my own experiences, how it's relevant to me, because no doubt it's going to help you guys out there to be able to relate to me. And the coaches have told me in the past, don't ever speak about yourself. You're a coach. You should be coaching these people. But listen, if I can't resonate with somebody or somebody can't trust me with who I am, why would they ever want to pay me money if I have not been where they are? It just makes no sense to me. And I only ever trust anybody if they've been where I've been and have felt what I have felt. Then I can trust them that they've got themselves out of it, and I can now trust them with my money to get me out of it as well. And the biggest thing about progression and self-mastery, one of the main things, if not the main thing, is it's just to realize you're not alone. You know, the self-progression, the journey of self-mastery can be really lonely. So actually, sometimes the best thing you can ever do is just watch a video on somebody who's been there and has felt how you felt, and I guarantee I have felt how you felt. So let's get straight into it. What is it? What was the year of the snake, and what does the year of the fire horse represent? So in the Chinese zodiac, every 12 years represents an animal. So every year of a 12-year cycle represents a different animal and represents a different energy brought to the world. So last year was the year of the snake in the 12-year cycle, and this year is the year of the fire horse. The snake, I want you to think about shedding skin, identities, and the year of the fire horse is relentless forward motion. It's the year of action. So like I said, I've got to do this video completely imperfectly, because then that means I am acting. Because if you're out there and you're struggling with procrastination, or you're struggling getting in action, if you do believe in New Year's resolutions, right? I'm entering a new phase of life. I'm entering a new phase of life. Whatever you believe in, if you believe in resets, if you are ever going to believe in a reset, it's right now. Energetically, this is the most powerful day you can change your life. This is the most powerful year. Now, you may not be into woo-woo, holistic, spiritual, whatever, but that's on your head. We are souls on this planet having a human experience. So this video now I won't be making for another 12 years, because it's a 12-year cycle. So the year of the snake, I think it was the dragon before the snake. I'm not quite sure what the dragon was, but these are the two main years in the 12-year zodiac cycle. Okay, so if you don't believe in it, more feel you. And even if you don't, and to be honest with you, if you don't believe in it and you still want to be somebody and you're not being it, now's the time to start believing, brother. If you're obviously your ego's so big you don't believe in all around transformation, well, congratulations, stay in pain and stay where you are. So I won't be making this video for another 12 years because of the cycle. And also how I thought about this It's also 12-year cycles in age. So it's really powerful when you think about it around that. So, for example, 20 to 32, 32 to 44. If I get my maths wrong, I'm sorry, not my strong point. But you know what I'm saying? Like, from 20 to 32, you can guarantee a lot has changed. It's over a decade, right? So think of the year of a snake. The last year of the snake finished 12 years ago. So how old was you 12 years ago, and how different are you as a human being? So you would have been changing 12 years ago from a different decade. So that's how I like to think about this, because I'm 31 now, and my next year of the snake will finish when I am 43. Is that right? And there's no doubt I will be looking to shed another decade of layers, another decade of relationships, another decade of mistakes, another decade of identity, whatever it may be. So, like I said, I'm going to speak about the year of the snake for me and what it represents for you, so you can resonate. And how, because I was on a walk today, and I was thinking about everything what happened last year and how it's got me prepared for, well, I never thought I'd be doing an imperfect video because of my own perfectionism issues. I would never thought I'd be sitting here speaking about the year of the fire horse and what's to come. But here we are. But that's the power of the universe, right? So the year of the snake, I want you to think about shedding skin, right? Pretty obvious, right? So last year, 2020, well, end of 2024 going 25, what happened to you in that year? Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, nothing happened to you, it was a great year, okay, then it doesn't resonate with you. You wasn't chosen. Your time may come in the next cycle. But if you're sitting here just like I am, and you're thinking, I lost friendships, like I said, the snake, what did you lose? So a snake doesn't shed skin also for something to do. It sheds snake to survive. So you have to take what I'm speaking about here as what you shed was for who you're becoming. The snake doesn't do it for fun. We don't shed for fun. We do it to survive, to reach our most highest self. So straight away, I want you to think about last year, what happened in your life? What identity did you shed? Was you comfortable and something completely whacked you in the face? That could be money or just having a comfortable life. Who you thought you was, an event happened to show you was not that. You know, for me, if I was to resonate that, my health, I thought I was somebody, and the universe and the creator whacked me straight in the face and said, no, you're not this person. Did you lose friends, best friends, some people in your life who you never ever thought you'd ever lose? Relationships. I actually got my heart broke last year. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I got my heart broke last year. Never thought somebody could break my heart, but there we go. I got my heart broke. Did you lose a relationship that you never thought that you were ever going to lose? Because I did. When I got hurt in that period, that was something I never thought I'd feel again, but it hit me like a ton of bricks. Did you lose business? Did your business fail? Was you in a business and you lost everything and you thought your world was ending? Did you lose family members? It's unfortunate, but did you? What were they showing you? What can you get from their life? You know, what did you lose last year? What you thought was a terrible, terrible time, but was actually, now when you watch this, we have the chance to reframe it together. Because everything you lose, I never want you to put a negative spin on it, okay? If I was to put my coaching hat on here, what you lose makes space for what is. And that, I've always coached that, but it's even more relevant than ever right now. Because if you lost something last year, say you lost a girlfriend or a boyfriend, who is that making space for? Because if you lost a partner in the year of the snake, and now stepping into a year of fire horse, which is relentless action, where so many new opportunities and people are going to come into your life, that woman who you thought broke your heart can only be making space for what is, but it is only if you act. Only what is and what you get from this life, what you deserve, only comes from your action, because it's action what gets results. And again, this is why it's so perfect for me to speak about the snake and the horse right now, because this is the year of action. So if you did lose somebody last year, and you did lose a business last year, and you lost friendships last year, you lost a load of money last year, you lost your health last year, but you don't take the hint of what it meant, if you don't take the sign, if you don't take the message, and you act in the year to come, then you cannot complain if you stay the same, okay? You have to act, you have to create a new road to get new results. So this only works if you take it for what is, okay? And I really want you to sit on this. I really want you to create space after this podcast, in the car in the morning, take your music off, think about it, jot it down. What is it what hurt me most last year? I'll speak about mine in a second, but what is it what you thought was so forever that it basically knocked you back 5 steps and you realised it wasn't to be? And you know, it can be part of our comfort blanket. That's why it can hurt so much. Okay? So when you've got down what you thought was basically the end, the worst thing that could have ever happened to you. Now on the other side, I want you to write, what can this make space for? Like I said, if you lost a business, money, a relationship, a woman, a man, and it really, really hurt you, only if you act in the year of the fire horse, you'll be rewarded for what you lost. So if you lost it and you don't move on and you don't take action into the new higher self, you're just going to stay where you are and it will be deemed as a negative part of your life. But if you choose to act, the year of the fire horse, relentless forward motion, taking the action towards your best and most powerful self, you will be rewarded. So let me talk about myself. Snake skin shedding, whatever you want to call it. Me personally, last year, I was traveling around a lot. Like I said, I went through heartbreak, wasn't expected. That knocked me back a few steps, wasn't expected it at all. I lost a lot of friends. I thought who were going to be in my life forever. Turns out they're not. But at the same time, with me traveling around a lot, I met new people who I felt like I had met and known forever. So for me last year, it was very confusing internally, because now obviously it's all making sense. I was walking before and I was like, oh my God, it all makes sense. It was meant to be. So got my heart broke last year. I went traveling. I was traveling around Dubai, Bali. I was traveling around Europe with a friend who's an athlete, and none of it was good enough. I felt a hole inside of me. I was like, oh my God, why can I travel around all these places, business class flights? And really, I don't feel any different. I was meeting new people and I felt like I'd met them and known them more than I'd known people my whole life. I was okay with losing people who I thought and spent years wondering why I need them so much in my life. But last year it was kind of like they're gone and they were never meant to be in your life anyway. And then realizations were so powerful. And I remember sitting out on the beach in Bali and thinking to myself, why aren't I bothered? I've just spent years being worried and wondering why, but it's actually okay. And now it all makes sense because I was shedding what was not meant for me. I had a lot of confusion around who I was going to become. My health was deteriorating. I put so much self-worth in my identity around health, fitness, performance, image. That was slowly being taken away from me and I couldn't realize why. My central nervous system failed. Story for another day. But my health was deteriorating. Couldn't work out why with me being so fit and healthy. I had a heart rate variability of 100, resting heart rate of 41. Would think of myself one of the fittest men in the whole of city of Liverpool. And for whatever reason, my health just wasn't getting better. I was spending so much money on holistic therapies, energetic healers, all of these holistic therapies and stuff abroad in Bali. I went to Bali 3 times last year. I was just throwing money at it and wondering why nothing was working. And it was because now I know I've been going through such a chapter of healing and coming back to self and presence to what I truly want. It all makes sense now. And it makes sense more than ever now because today is the year of relentless action. So if I was to look back on the last year, what was painful in not so much to the external world, but as like for me, everything I was losing because I thought like started planning to be a professional athlete, all these things I always thought I was going to be. I always thought I was always going to be in some sort of performance. I always thought people in my life were always going to be there and I was so okay with it not being. And now it all makes sense. Now I've spent a week looking into the zodiac, the change, the eclipse tonight. And honestly, it now all makes sense. And if you really sit down and be present and get your head, your heart and your feet in the same room and really think about what's happened and what's to come, then it will all truly make sense. And that's why I'm here right now, because I would never have done this for a start. I don't even know if this is echoing, but if it's echoing, so what? It's going to get better. And this year now is I actually made a commitment to myself in Bali that my integrity to be why I was truly put on this earth. Again, I done workshop after workshop. I was seeing healers. I was seeing some of the best purpose people on the internet. I was paying thousands, coaches, mentors, and nothing made sense. I was coaching, it's coaching so natural to me. I was doing it, but I just knew I was made for more. I just knew energetically, internally, something just wasn't right, and my next level was on my fingertips. Because one thing you're going to see on this podcast, you're going to get some stories. So for the past 3 years, the pendulum swing in quantum physics for me was, I was working so much, was wealthiest I've ever been, and then basically I took a 3-year break and lived life a little bit, but it didn't live life because it was partly so confusing. But now it all makes sense, and right now I've got this energy inside me where I'm going to bring to the world, and I am so excited. Even doing this now, it just feels so natural. Honestly, there's no script, there's nothing. It's just me being me, telling me story and helping others on the way. So it brings us to the 17th of February, and it's the year of the fire horse. So skins have been shed, identities have been shed, people have been lost. I have lost who I am. I have lost people who I thought was going to be in my life forever. I got me heart broke. It was all in there last year, and even losing my health, that was probably the biggest one, because my self-worth has been so much put on my health. I thought I was indestructible, and my body said no, the universe said no, and I always had me fitness to fall back on, that I was then good enough. If I can always be fit, then I'm always going to be okay. And it turns out I'm not. And the last year, honestly, the last 2 years have been so confusing. It generally all makes sense. So I hope you can resonate with some of the things I said. Again, I'm just rambling here. I will go further into it in different videos. Into the year of the fire horse, into the year of action. Now, fire and a horse are both really powerful, right? Forward motion. Fire, hot, powerful. Horse, powerful, muscle mass, gallops forward, horsepower. It all makes sense. But like I said, only if you allow it. Now, I'm not going to give all my secrets away and tell you my plans for the future, but what I will say is I plan on building the biggest men's entrepreneurial, powerful program on the planet, and this is the year I truly step into the life I know is waiting for me. And I don't care about money, I don't care about anything external. I'm talking about our internal world, our energetic being. Okay, and that's why this is so powerful for me. And even sitting here now, it feels so right. There was resistance to do it beforehand, but now it all makes sense. All the questions and everything I've been asking myself over the past year, traveling, being in different countries, not being able to settle. Honestly, it's been behind closed doors. It's been hectic. I haven't settled. I've been traveling. I've been living out of suitcases, wondering why I can't stay put, wondering why I can't just settle where I am. And the truth is, I was shedding the identity, I was shedding skins. And if you think about it, my last zodiac 12-year cycle was at the age of 19, 12 years. Shit, how's my maths? 18, 19, but it's crazy. 18, 19, whatever, is when the drugs started, the decade of alcohol, drugs, having money, not knowing who I am, pain, trauma, childhood pain, so much self-work, self-development, healing, psychotherapists, you name it. That's what my last decade has been. I was the most hurt young man you can ever imagine. And now, this is the start of the next 12-year cycle, not only for me, but for you too. So I'm going to end it there, just under 20 minutes. I've had a good ramble. It feels good. I feel passionate. It feels so right. And I hope my words resonate with you through a screen and you take something from this. Leave a comment down below. Message me on Instagram. Subscribe both to the channels, and I will see you every Sunday for a new video. See you later. Peace out, beautiful people.